A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move, Labour MP Ed Husic has called on the Australian government to recognize Palestinian statehood, citing a growing moral imperative in light of the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. This call comes as the death toll from Israeli attacks has surpassed a staggering 60,000, with nearly half of the casualties being women and children. Husic argues that recognizing Palestine would diminish the power of Hamas, which he describes as being largely built on grievance, and would ultimately facilitate the peace process and expedite the flow of much-needed humanitarian aid to the region. Husic's comments follow a recent announcement by UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who pledged to recognize Palestinian statehood at the upcoming United Nations General Assembly in September, provided Israel agrees to a ceasefire and commits to a two-state solution. While Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has engaged in discussions with Starmer, he has refrained from making a similar commitment, instead emphasizing the need for recognition to advance the objective of creating two states living side by side in peace. Husic, who has previously advocated for Australia to follow in the footsteps of France in recognizing Palestine, expressed a desire for his colleagues in the Labour caucus to voice their support for this initiative. He noted that there is a strong sentiment within the party regarding the recognition of Palestine, urging members to speak out. Australia's Foreign Affairs Minister, Penny Wong, has joined an international coalition of 14 countries advocating for the recognition of Palestine as a crucial step towards achieving a two-state solution. The coalition links this recognition to the upcoming UN General Assembly meeting, where discussions on the matter will take place. Wong has also reiterated Australia's commitment to the vision of two democratic states coexisting peacefully. As the humanitarian crisis in Gaza escalates, with reports of famine and severe malnutrition among children, the urgency for action has intensified. Husic stressed the importance of Australia aligning with the international community's momentum towards recognizing Palestine, stating, "The time for Australia to recognize is now." He highlighted the need for Australia to support the international call for recognition, while also emphasizing the necessity for Israel to take substantive steps towards resolving the crisis. In contrast, opposition frontbencher James Patterson has been cautious in his comments, acknowledging the suffering in Gaza, but stopping short of placing blame on Israel. The political discourse surrounding the recognition of Palestine has become increasingly complex, with various parties weighing the implications of such a move. As the situation in Gaza remains dire, with thousands of lives at stake, the pressure is mounting on the Australian government to take a definitive stance on Palestinian statehood. Husic's call to action reflects a broader sentiment among many Australians who are advocating for a more proactive approach in addressing the humanitarian crisis and supporting the rights of the Palestinian people. The upcoming discussions between Albanese and Starmer will be crucial in determining Australia's position on this pressing issue, as the world watches closely to see how the Albanese government will respond to the growing calls for recognition. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.